Hi. So the wild ones have been here all week. We've got babies here. One couple has 7 babies. The other couple has 3 babies. And so Adele's friend, Debbie, has decided that she likes the wild ones and has been out every night. And Adele has been outside 3 o'clock in the morning just calling for Debbie, because Adele will stay right out front and then Debbie takes off with the wild ones and we don't see her till like mid-morning, and Adele is like calling and calling. So the last couple nights I've put Adele in her bed here in the pen, and she's just hanging around the property like a good girl. It's okay. Like a good girl, but you can tell, she's lonely. So I find that when she's having a lonely time, that if I just give her some attention and love her. So I thought I would tell you a girl story. Since this is a time that I'm telling like different stories of different stuff that's happened. Hey, do you want to go in your pen? You can. Do you want to go in your pen? I was just going to tell them the story. I was just going to tell them the White House story. Do you want to tell them the White House story? Do you remember? Do you remember the story? Do you want to tell them? It's about being a girl. You want to just sit down and let me tell them the story? So, I get invited to the White House. And I'm going to tell you the short version. So, I get invited to the White House. There's going to be like 20 people sitting around the table having a talk about child sexual abuse prevention, sexual exploitation and stuff. And they gave instructions about, that we needed to be prepared to give our commentary on what we think is going on and what we think the problem, the solutions should be. And so I was all prepared for that. But I had an issue, only me, I had an issue getting into the building. Of course, right? Like the survivor would be the one. So I was a couple of minutes late. And I walk in, everybody's there. I'm the only person that's late. And I walk in and I see my name at the place setting at the table. But I think, and this is the part I think that I really wanted to share, was I felt like because I was late, I did not deserve, I should be punished for being late and not be allowed to sit at the table. But there was no other place to sit. And so I was like, okay. So I sit at the table, but now I'm going to punish myself and not share, right? I'm not going to, you okay? I'm not going to say anything because I don't deserve to have a voice because I was late. I disrespected everybody in that room, everybody around that table by being late. But I'm listening to people talk, right? And people are sharing, but they are not sharing what we specifically were asked to talk about. So I'm thinking, you're never going to be sitting at a round table discussion in the Roosevelt Room and the White House like this is a once in a lifetime, and if you have something to share and nobody else has said what you were going to say, speak up, woman. So I did. I spoke up and I said, you know, I'm Catherine, I'm from Maine, and I think that the solution is a multifaceted solution. It's not one size fits all. We need to hit it with all these different directions. Here's my ideas, and just shared it. And then I shut up. And when the meeting was over, the lady beside me had worked for the White House administration on trafficking and exploitation. And she said, we'd like to invite you to be on the committee. And we have to, you know, do a deep dive. It's not a fast process, but we would like to invite you to be on the White House committee. And we're having a special event in a month, and we would like you to join us for that. It is a special ceremony in honor of the 20-year anniversary of the sex trafficking bill. So it was a very cool thing. But in hindsight, I was just like, how interesting to see the way I tried to punish a man. Wouldn't have done that. A man wouldn't have been so bummed out that he made a legitimate mistake and was a few minutes late, is going to punish himself and not take a seat at the table, or reluctantly take the seat but not speak. Like, that was just, I couldn't believe, well, I can believe, but I was disappointed that I had that reaction, and yet I was so happy that I recognized that reaction and chose differently. So if you get a chance to get a seat at the table that you have earned and that somebody has gifted you, you know, I think I know who put my name in. I think Victor told them to invite me. So cool. So somebody gives you the opportunity to have a seat at the table, take it. And if there is something on your heart, speak it. Because ladies need to stick together, right? We need to stick together. Yeah. We need to stick together and lift each other up and speak our truth. That's all I have to say about that. Yeah. Okay. That's all she has to say about that too.